Okay, great discussion going on in the forum. Thanks to Sir Slothead, talking about solo racing, what we do. He's got a great formula that works for him, for his racing, to keep it interesting. I can tell you that down here, it just might amaze you how little actual racing I do. Most of my time is spent solo racing, and I can tell you that having a lap timer is number one. That's what keeps things interesting for me, because I basically can just race myself. So I don't have any fancy algorithms or programs. Those are the numbers I look at. So when I'm picking a classic car, I start out with it, I see what it's like, and then I start tuning. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's just a little bit. But I like to tune and then just see how much I can improve the car. It's really that simple. It's not very complicated. I just, and sometimes I don't even do that. We'll get to that right now. So sometimes, like out here on the road course, sometimes I just pick a car just because I love the looks of it. And I can be caught sitting in my chair with a controller and just enjoying laps. Just the side of the car going around the track. That's fun for me. I like to see how smooth it is. I like to watch the action of the cars. And a lot of times that monitor won't even be on. And I can tell you another thing, that during our events, when we have them, very few of them, but a lot of guys come down here and all we do is we're just playing. There's a lot of times we don't even turn the timer on. Somebody will just say, "What's on the track?" We'll say Fly Classics. They'll grab one of theirs and come out here. Well, we don't need a lap timer to know who's boss that day. We just enjoy racing side by side. But a lot of times I won't even turn the lap timer on. I'll just do it for looks, just for fun. Another thing I might do, I do from time to time, is I take different cars of the same brand, for like example these Fly Classics, and I'll get them out and I'll run them all here, usually in the white lane. This is my test lane, and I'll just see which one of them can make the best lap. I'll do some tuning and adjustments, but sometimes like this, and with Ninko Classics, Trans Am series, anything, I'll just get different configurations of the cars and see which one is simply the fastest, which one performs the best. So that's another thing that I like to do from time to time. And then Mr. Slothead, he doesn't like to do a lot of modifications. A lot of people don't, and that's fine. There is no right or wrong way. If you don't want to do a lot of tuning, you don't have to. But see, that's part of the fun for me. That's part of solo racing that I enjoy when I'm down here. As you can see by the hot mess going down over here with the Carrera NASCARs that I'm working on, is sometimes it's to see just how much I can improve the car over its basic lap time. So then you have a ridiculous amount of parts and you do all this stuff, but that's my hobby. This is my lifestyle, really. So I enjoy tuning these cars and sometimes just seeing just what I can get out of them, no matter what it takes. Sometimes it's a bit extreme, but when you're by yourself down here and you're trying to beat that best lap time, there's just some crazy stuff that's going to happen. And finally, scratch building. Not everybody likes to do it, but I like to build. So that's what one of our series is all about, the Showdown series, where you're building your own chassis from scratch, your own cars, race cars, cars that the Euro manufacturers are never going to make, especially for out here on the oval. Thank you, Carrera, very much, and Skeletric. But this is also the fun, and a different scale. When I built the track, I built it to have lane spacing, so it would accommodate 125th, 124th. So that adds a little more variety, a little spice, as you will. So, but essentially, a lot of times when I'm testing, that's my math right there. That's it. That best lap sometimes that's what I do to just race myself with one particular car. But very interesting discussion, how people do the things they do, solo racing, the lap counting, the timing. But like I said, I think as a solo racer, if you build a track, you just don't have a lot of people, so you're by yourself a lot. A lap timer, whatever brand you choose, it doesn't matter. A lap timer just makes things more interesting to me. But a lot of times, and again, like I said, I don't even turn it on. I just enjoy running the cars. And of course, spend a lot of time right here reading this stuff, keeping up with you guys, making sure you rascals stay in line. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm here every day, and I enjoy reading this discussion in particular. Just very interesting reading what other people do, and share your ideas and stuff with other solo racers. But yep, I'm here every day, and it's always interesting to see great topics like this. So really appreciate it, guys. Been a lot of good feedback from his post. So Sir Slothead, hats off to you. This is a good one.